And we have, we should fucking
Yeah.
put this at the fucking beginning. We got a show at the Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles, September 14th at 10:30 p.m. with crazy ass special guests as well. Get your tickets now.
And we also have a show in New York at the Bell House on the 25th of September. Link to come. We'll be putting that out.
Yeah, I don't think the link's available, but just put that in your calendar. If you're in New York, September 25th, if you got a birthday or anniversary, that's not happening that night. You're seeing fucking Joy Tactics live.
Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
Who's the number one champion, son? Yeah, Estelle, we about to get
this.
Get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town.
Take mashup.
Bet they give me a pound. Better put this money in my hand right now. All right, we're off to a good ass start. I need to break some news to the patron. I mean, to everybody, because this is an episode for everybody. Last week, my joy was that I had recovered from being sick. And I think I even mentioned that I finally understood what it was like for people. Or I admitted I couldn't believe what life would be like for someone who's chronically ill, because that's insane to be sick that long. Well, I did recover for about 4 days from my illness. And then on Friday, fully sick again. I'm fully sick once again.
Good God. It feels like this is a bit. Like this is impossible, Eric.
No, that's what a lot of people would say if they had to experience what I experience every day. But it's real, man. And I could feel it a little bit on the night when we shot that music video, Jack.
Oh, nice. And you still did it?
I still did it.
I didn't feel. I just
so you felt
like,
it, and
I was
then
like,
you risked other people's lives who are also have family members who
I
are
felt mildly
awesome. No, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
No. You just know when you're walking around and you can feel the sweat prickling, under your skin a little too easily. I felt it that night at Target. Okay, so I don't want anybody to feel bad for me or whatever, send me too much money.
People do.
I know, man. I know, and I don't know how to stop it, man.
That's the worst thing that you can give a man is sympathy. It's a worse fate than death.
So this episode, we want to talk about sickness and health.
Yes.
Okay. We want to talk about our beliefs on vaccinations, our beliefs on what they call modern Western medicine, and holistic medicine as well. So I don't know how to kick it off. How do you guys recover when you're sick? What do you do?
You let it go. You let go. You stop struggling, and you let go, and you become one with the sickness. Because your body, sickness is just spent. Fuck, I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. You need to just be like, yup. Like, own it. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm fucking sick right now. Let's go. I love this.
Yeah.
Let's go, body. We got this.
Okay, question. Is this part of that? You know when you're sick and your skin is all sensitive and your muscles are achy and you're in bed at about 2 a.m. you wake up and maybe the AC's on and you start going like this.
You just nutted, man. That's the shiver.
Yeah, I guess that maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Are you talking about shivering?
But it's not. I guess that is what shivering is, but that noise is so bizarre, right? Makes you feel so much better. You guys never done this?
Those noises out. No, I don't. I usually just bottle it in and I'll tense my entire body like instead of letting it out. Because that's how you get rid of a sickness, right? Is you have to make your body as inhospitable as possible for the germs, etc.
Right.
So what you do that by getting your body too hot or making your body too loud or making your body too small, just areas that germs don't thrive in.
You're banging pots and pans.
Yeah, you're banging pots and pans. You're playing techno music. You're just being in a bad mood.
I'm always in a. That's what makes me so endearing is when I'm sick, I become like a little sweet. I'm so fucking nice. I'm like, please don't worry. But, I got the little child British accent going.
Yeah.
People pity me in a way that they don't pity other people. Okay.
I've never gotten pity in my life. The second I get sick, here's me. You come up to me, I'm on my computer in a full suit. What are you doing? Oh, no, it feels so good. So you're in a suit? Yeah. Come look at my computer. What are you doing on there? Why is your posture so good? You see I have about 400 tabs open. Act Blue, donating to all GoFundMe's and, you know. And that's not because I become a better person when I'm sick. That's because I am trying to spam the karma system with credit.
Yeah.
Something
You're
good,
like
something good,
baiting
something good.
predators in chat rooms, acting like a teenager.
Right. I'm doing
With
Being all
suit,
sick.
sweating through your suit.
yeah.
Why is that funny? A really sick person that's like meeting up with a pedophile to like catch them, and it's like the pedophile's like, "Hey man, you should like
Take a seat. Yeah.
Hey
you
man,
should like go
you
home,
want some
man."
Dayquil?
Like,
That's all good, man.
We can do this again next
Yeah.
week. Like, you got me fair and square.
yeah.
I
Like, I'll turn myself in. Just go
Yeah,
go get
take
some
care of yourself.
Robitussin. Like get some
Right.
sleep, man.
What is you guys' go-to sick medicines? Because every family has a different combination. If you're sick at a friend's house, that mom is going to give you some weird medicine you've never had before. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What did you guys take growing up? What was the go-to meds?
Growing up, man.
Saltines,
Mm.
ginger ale.
Off-brand, the
Mhm.
off-brand fucking ibuprofen. Just
Fresca?
everything off-brand.
For some reason, I was getting fucking Fresca all day when I was sick, which is just
Fresca.
full soda. It's
Oh
the
yeah,
most
dude. I would
busted
have
soda.
7-Up. Like it was like,
Yeah.
oh, 7-Up is
It's good for you.
no, it's not.
About 200 grams of sugar in a 2
Good for your stomach. You know, don't you
Yeah.
hear that? Oh, I need some
Mhm.
like 7-Up. My stomach feels
Yeah,
weird. Who the fuck?
carbonated.
What kind of genius at 7-Up put that out?
My nana was a
marketed kind of
pharmacist, and she would be on the phone every time I was sick, and just was like, dose his ass up, dose him up. You can take more than what they recommend.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was getting acetaminophen out of the wazoo. That's Tylenol. Okay. And and by the way, have we talked about Advil 2 yet?
Say
There's
again?
there's a new medicine called Advil 2.
There's a sequel.
Is it a joke?
No, it's a combination. And by the way, I'm looking at my desk. I have 2 containers of Advil. It's not good. No, Advil 2 is acetaminophen plus ibuprofen, and it says
Oh.
Advil 2 on the pill.
That sounds like that is like that
Fake.
took a month off your life. If you were gonna die at 86, 8 months, and you're now 86, 7 months.
'Cause I was
that took
cranking-
1 whole month off
But
your
Well,
life.
that might
that-
have been a month where you killed somebody else, so who's to say it's a bad
Oh,
thing?
that's
Butterfly
true.
effect wise.
That's a good point, Jack.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Wow,
Perspective.
that's God.
I
So
watched
you-
this video of people. It was a compilation of a journalist asking people in the early 1900s, "What is your remedy for the flu or a cold?" And everybody has this like old timey like,
Right.
it's
Bit of whiskey?
You soak your socks in garlic sauce and you put
Yeah.
and you just leave them on overnight and you wake up like surprise.
They all said whiskey too.
Yeah,
yes, there was like
drink
a
and
little
drink.
bit of a hot toddy in the morning. It's like
People
gee,
still
you're
do that.
Like,
Well,
Let-
let me tell you some advice a doctor just gave me, okay? That really spoke to me and speaks to this. When I was sick about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, whatever, when it was just body aches and skin sensitivity, the minute
aches.
I started feeling better, what happened to me? Did I talk about this yet? I got a full body
You got
fucking
alright. You got
rash.
oh, that's right.
you got
That
the
terrified the hell out of
geographic
Jack.
herpes.
Full body.
You had like a mini sickness after the sickness, and now you have a full blown sickness.
Another
back.
sickness. So something
Another
is
one.
deeply wrong with me. But obviously, this caused great concern for me because I had to be on a plane about 2 days. And just the thought of getting on a plane fully with red like measles and mumps type vibes all over me made me so depressed.
I feel
So-
like next week's episode is going to be Eric has cancer. We found out all the signs were there.
No, I'm the worst one to get it. Just take me out. Give me my family history death, which is heart attack, high blood pressure. Let me go that way. Let it not be some long-standing illness because I will be the most insufferable person on the planet. But
How do
no,
you
the
mean, like,
doctor.
just annoying?
I will be very annoying if I have one of those diseases.
I
But
can
the
see that.
the doctor told me, he's like, this is called this whatever rash. It can happen after a flu or after COVID, whatever. It's your body's immune system going into overdrive. And I was like, should I take Benadryl? Should I take this or that? He was like, you know what we call some of these medicines? Like Benadryl might help you feel better. It might make you sleepy. But the biggest thing it'll do is it'll like make you think that you're doing something for it. Because like he's like, the most of medicine is entertaining you while your body does the work.
Entertaining.
Yeah, I believe that.
What do you mean, like fun?
No, just like distracting you. Like, oh, like it puts you to sleep.
It's making you feel better, and yeah, there you go.
I guess that makes you feel better because it puts you to sleep, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not attacking the root.
I mean, sickness is a mental game, but it's really what it is it's a physical game. Your body is doing all this physical work, and you have to keep your mind sane during this time. And it's this, that's what I'm saying. You got to become one with the sickness in your brain, in your mental state.
So what do you got? Sometimes here's the thing though. This is the dark-sided part of me, okay?
Oh.
When I get the right amount of sick, which is frankly right now, where I can't really go do stuff, okay? But I am at home and I'm like, I'm not bodied to the point where I'm sleeping all day. I can watch TV. I can read books. I can play my games. I can eat food.
You can podcast.
I can do amazing podcasts. And part of me looks forward to that kind of like little at-home vacation where you're a little sick and you're a baby for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. COVID lockdowns.
And I'm devouring content right now. And I would say it's the most cringe of all content. Okay? The family of content that it is, it's bad.
What are you watching?
What are you talking about?
I'm watching the BBC Narnia miniseries from 1988. Okay. Have you guys ever seen this?
No, I wouldn't.
Maybe I've seen like clips of it.
It's like the most busted. It's the most low budget. Like, Jack, you know what Narnia is? The Lion.
That's inside of a closet. Yeah. That's a snowy landscape inside of a closet.
Yeah, that's
and there's
that's
a river.
part of it.
Yeah.
There's a river and the White Witch. But I'm watching. I've watched hours of this shit. And I watched it when I was a kid. We picked up the big DVD pack from Costco, and I would just devour it then. And I'm devouring it now again. Why is that? I'm returning to what made me happy as a child.
Reverting, comfort, seeking shelter. You're entering the mental womb.
They didn't have
It's
CGI
simple.
budgets, so they drew in all the fucking creatures. It's all pencil.
And they didn't pay them. They didn't pay the pencil people.
I think that's why I like watched a clip of it, because like the special effects are like so bad.
They are busted. But
I
it made
like
me
those
think
old stuffs.
I would rather watch this shit a million times over than some CGI nightmare.
Right.
Well,
Okay, then,
the thing is,
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, just with the new CGI, it's people are missing the point of storytelling a little bit, which is to create and inspire and help somebody experience something magical, and not just be like, look at how cheap we could make it as realistic as possible. We're getting farther and farther away from artistry. Is all I like to say.
We predicted this. We suspected this years ago that this would happen.
It's
I remember
inevitable.
we were sitting down in Chicago like, the CGI is gonna fucking end.
Yep.
All true expression.
It's game over.
It's game over. But no, the practical effect, like everybody in this, the animals talk in this world. So there's beavers and badgers and lion, the Aslan, the lion, and they're all like people dressed up. There's like
that
people.
name, Aslan.
Mm-hmm. There's like little people in it as all sorts of creatures. But I frankly bring this type of movie making back now.
Should we make a Joy Tactics Narnia? Us three, we go into a special closet and we podcast with magical creatures. Yep, sold.
Jardinera.
Done instantly. Next.
Jarnia.
Y'all, everybody here kind of looks like some version of something. I feel like Eric, you kind of look like a minotaur a little bit. I feel like Nate, you kind of look like one of them woodland types. You know what I'm saying?
You are a centaur, Nate. You got them fat. You got that fat horse ass and the
Eric,
hairy
you're-
chest
well.
and a bow and a flute.
But I got a human dick, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I wanted the horse dick.
A horse
this
with a
tiny little
regular
human
penis.
dick.
Well,
Makes no sense.
Yeah, you got that
makes no
6-incher.
sense to me. That's what they'll say about him.
And Jack, you looked like a fucking.
A dude. I'm probably still a dude.
You
in this
looked like
universe.
the decrepit prince.
That's what I'm saying. I might just
Yeah.
be a guy. Maybe a prince who
Yeah.
got into like wood gambling or whatever they did back
The sexually deviant prince.
then. Oh.
And how do you feel about
Yeah.
being the Minotaur, Eric? Is that gonna like stick with you for the rest of your real life?
I don't mind being a
minute.
Minotaur.
You don't mind that? Okay.
That's a bull head.
I just. Oh fuck! He does have a bullet. Yeah, but they got them good bodies.
They are fit. Yeah.
Mike.
That's
okay.
interesting. Yeah. Well.
Continuing the fantasy thing, what I'm playing also Baldur's Gate 3. Just got it yesterday. Going
Which
crazy.
people have
on
been
it.
saying they're playing Baldur's Gate and listening to this at the same time. That's like the perfect.
Oh, wow.
night.
Oh,
Quick,
I
People
can't
are probably
imagine.
playing it
Press
right
A.
now.
Well, I do want to say, like, give some credit to the voice actors in that game and, like, really listen to them when they're talking because there must be thousands of hours of dialogue recorded. I don't know how they fucking do it. Every little piece of dialogue is changed based on your character and choices you've made. But my character, and this is a dwarf, who looks a little bit like my ass. Okay?
Oh, you went.
Beard, short hair.
You tried to map it on.
He's kind of purple.
Like,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
some people go into fantasy worlds to escape, and you're.
Yeah. I'm going to rock people to shit. Okay? Gain some power. You can have sex in that game too.
Sex in the game.
This is the second time you said that.
Well,
I feel like you were when you first brought up Baldur's Gate to you were pitching to us before the podcast. You were like, "Yeah, it's really fun. Like, dude, you can have sex with people." Is that like a big part of the game, or is it like a?
I think it actually, frankly, is a big part of that game. They went a
No,
little.
it's not.
They went too sexual. Okay.
Really?
Too many innuendos. It's a little bit
They're
too
joking.
much.
What do you mean like by innuendos?
But it's like an elf being like, "Man, my arrows are all fucking hard, like my, like my dick."
So that's a dirty type of game. Based
Yeah.
on
Do you
the
see 'em
sentence you just
fuck?
provided.
You do. I haven't seen. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Do you
but I
pay
think
to fuck an elf, or do you earn the respect and get to know them?
I think you earn the respect and get to know them. And
Okay.
10 rupees for or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
that
you
Zelda
can't trade
game
a
they have.
plate for just some dome for some elf head.
Oh
There
shit!
needs
Here's
to
a
be
blue
head in
plate.
these fucking.
There-
I need to be
Well,
getting head.
Kanye
from
West got
video
the most
games.
ancient head in the world.
From who?
From whom? His lover, his wife.
Ancient?
It seemed ancient. Didn't you see him getting domed out in the river in Italy?
By Kim Kardashian?
No, his current wife. He's a wife up.
Dude, is he getting dome in that?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
his-
why his pants are down?
Yeah, because he's enjoying himself fellatiatically.
I
Yeah,
thought his
the
pants were
dome,
just
the dome in
hanging- I thought his
Italy
ass was
must
just
be
hanging around.
crazy.
I don't know. I think he was
Yeah.
getting some Alfredo sauce warmed up for the.
Dude.
Talk about innuendos.
Wait, speaking about domes, you mean Michelangelo's dome?
The Iron Dome.
You think
Yeah.
Michelangelo was getting it in while painting the fucking ceiling on his back for 20
Oh
years?
yeah, he was looking up.
He wasn't on his back for no reason. He didn't have to be on his back. He liked it that way. Nah, I bet he's
Michelangelo-
celibate.
No, there's no way that artists are rarely celibate.
They're murderers back then.
Yeah, because you could get away with anything
You know,
back then.
that's interesting. Because you hear these days, whenever there's an artist, really, it's like, oh, okay, are they like afraid of eye contact? But back then, if they were fucking like Beethoven was fucking blind and slashing people's throats. Who else?
Was he?
Michelangelo di Caravaggio going around slicing people's necks. Everybody who ever made a painting, you couldn't get a paintbrush without killing somebody for it back in the day.
You think Beethoven was blind as well?
Who am I talking about?
I think
Mozart?
I think he might have went deaf, or maybe
Deaf.
that's a different.
Oh, my bad.
And
Well,
then he played.
nonetheless.
One of those big classical musicians was like went deaf like halfway through their life, but they still like their greatest work was made while they couldn't even hear.
Can you imagine going back in time with one of those like little
cochlear implants.
ear tools that has a camera on top and just take it? They just have too much earwax.
Oh, they got wax
back
in 'em?
then.
It was just
That's
too
true.
much.
The Mozart
mean,
earwax
the-
extraction.
It was
Oh my
just like
gosh!
a
And then you
piece of
bring it
cheese
back
in there.
and you eat it and you get superpowers musically.
Yuck.
Yo, I sucked out Mozart's earwax, and now look at me, like Mike,
Yuck,
like
man.
Matt. What's his name? What is Mozart's first name?
Matt.
Mozart, Beethoven and Amadeus.
Ah, yeah, Wolfgang.
Amadeus.
Wolfgang
Wolfgang
Amadeus.
Amadeus Mozart.
I just
Well,
watched
they don't
the
have
movie
names like that these days.
Amadeus, which is about Mozart.
Oh, I've seen
and
that shit.
the character that they get to play, or is it Mozart or Mozart? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mozart, Amadeus.
Is
Yeah.
there a big difference? Were they
They're the
around at the
same.
same time? Mozart and Beethoven?
I think they were kind of around the.
That's
I don't
like
think they were
fucking
like
Tupac and Biggie.
collabing. You know, there was no.
Right. Let me get on the
They
track.
didn't get in the studio together.
Featuring Mozart.
But the way that actor plays Mozart is just like ruins any perception of what you thought this. Like he's like he's like a spry little.
That's pathetic.
I
That's
just played a
pathetic.
song. Like he's like this child, like cherubic. The way I mean, I
He's
kind of
looking
didn't like the
different, yeah.
way that
I'm kind of looking a little bit more like him now, frankly. Good God.
What's it?
His name's Tom Hulse.
Tom Holes.
Tom Hulse.
he was in Animal House.
Look his ass up. He looks.
You don't look. I don't think you look like him, Eric.
Tom Hulse.
Good,
How do you
good,
spell
good.
that? Like H-O-L-C?
Hulce.
He has like an
Oh, wow.
innocence to his face. You know,
Looks
he
like
has kind of
He
like
did. Now he looks like fucking Hemingway after a few daiquiris. You know.
He looks, well, I almost just spoke ill of the dead. I won't. But I was going to say he
Yo.
looks like what Ryan Dunn would look like right now if he was still alive.
Rest in peace. The last
Rest
movie
in
that
peace.
Tom Hulse was in was. Do you remember the movie Jumper? In 2008
Jumper.
With
No.
Jumper.
with Hayden Christensen, and he basically has a skill where he can
Hayden Christensen.
he can teleport around the world. And I remember when I went. And
Oh
saw,
yeah, I remember that.
I went and saw this movie with my friend's older brother who was addicted to meth, and but was in recovery. But I think actually was back in the throes of addiction, and he was driving us to the theater in his Honda Civic, going so fucking. He had a roll bar in his car, blasting music so fucking loud, going crazy in the car. And I remember being so scared for my life, and the whole time at the movie, I could barely watch the movie. I just thought I have to ride fucking back to my friend's house in this fucking car. I'm gonna die.
And you could have.
And I could have died, man. That's what fucking makes me emotional, man.
You could have killed him.
All right.
Have you guys ever been in a car with somebody who was like wasted? Like,
Of course, we all have been.
Yeah, Eric Rayo.
No, but we all have been in someone's car.
like
that-
I'm talking about like fucked up. Like I
Yes.
don't know.
You
if
don't
this is
remember?
gonna work out.
You don't remember?
Wait,
Are
we
you
were
talking
all in the
about
car.
last-
Yes,
last
but
year?
yeah. I don't want to say anything more, but we've all been in someone's car that.
That was fun,
I'm trying
though.
to think
'cause it
what
didn't
this
happen-
moment was,
Because it
but-
didn't end badly. But you know what? In that moment, I remember this car ride, if we're talking about the same one. And I remember thinking, this would be the sickest way to die right now. I don't give a fuck. This is fun. You know what I mean?
Wasn't that after? Oh,
Well.
When I was a kid, I was in a like my friend's dad got fucking hammered.
No.
And drove us to dinner to a all you can eat Chinese buffet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was like
Oh, yeah.
fucking like wasted. Like I'm talking about like drank like 10, 15 beers and was
No.
like, come on, let's go. And he like fucking we would go to this Chinese buffet, and you know the hack when you're broke is you go there and you eat the crab legs because you pay like
Yeah.
$15 or whatever to get the buffet, but then the crab legs are just worth it in and of itself because but they're probably the worst crab legs.
grade crab leg.
The
on
worst
the
grade
fucking
crab
planet.
legs on planet Earth.
No question.
Crab is a crab, So.
Not these crabs, dude.
Oh.
The ones
These-
that we were eating, man.
These crabs are from like where global warming has already heated up the ocean way too fucking hot.
So they're pre-cooked.
They're pretty lukewarmed.
They got to freeze them.
Good God. Wait. Oh,
What?
I have a bad last memory of a relative. It was at the Old Country Buffet. Did you guys have those where you grew up?
Oh yeah.
We would go there all the fucking time.
The one with the store on the.
No.
Cracker Barrel.
I'm thinking of Cracker
No, no.
Barrel.
This is called.
Sorry.
Maybe this was just in my neck of the woods, but it was called the Old Country Buffet. And as a kid, even I remember thinking by age 10, I was like, I've been going there since I was really young, and I was like, this place is going fucking downhill. I could tell, as a child. And we're sitting there, most busted food of all time, and I'm sitting there watching. I'll just say it. It was my grandfather, and he's sitting there and he's eating his salad, and there's ranch on this all over the salad, and it's like getting in the corners of his mouth, and I was like dribbling down the side of his mouth. And I just was thinking, how cruel is God to make us age like this? How cruel is a creator to let us to end up unable to wipe our mouths like that and not know about the ranch on our faces? You know what I mean?
Fucking circle of life. I do know what you mean.
Man,
I do know what you
and
mean.
that was the Old Country Buffet's fault for fucking up that ranch, making it too watery.
Too watery, yeah.
Good golly.
I just was at one of the worst restaurants I've ever been to. It felt like
Worse than Sharky's Cantina?
Yes, it was. This was.
It was worse than Sharky's Cantina?
This was full kitchen nightmare. Like, I would say the vibe in there was, it felt like I was at an abusive end-of-life facility, and this is what they feed people. This is what the ambiance is. This is what the clientele are. It was out in Cold Spring, New York, a little bit up the way.
Sushi?
Nah, it was just, it's just like an American fare, like, restaurant in, like, a inn, you know what I'm saying? Right on the Hudson. And let's just say we got a Caesar salad, and it had a bunch of plastic in it. And so they took that off the bill because it had plastic
what type
shrapnel.
of plastic?
It looked like maybe, you ever get, like, pre-cooked rice that comes in, like, a brown, like, mesh bag?
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like that, like maybe the snippings of a bag.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was all kind of scary. It was one of the...
So how did you bring it up to the server?
Here's how we brought it up.
What was the server's response?
So they get to the table, and I stepped on their foot as hard as I could. And I didn't let them leave. And I looked right into their eye, and I said, "Nice try.
Why do I feel like you're lying right now?
You tried to kill me." I'm not lying, man. And then I took out a syringe. I put them to sleep. They woke up in like a training camp that I have like waiters go to when they fuck with me, because I'm like, I actually respect you for this, like, and I want to put you into a little private service in another country.
It's really nice that you do that.
Yeah.
Undercover Jack.
No. What we really did is we said, hey, it's no big deal, but I just wanted to let you know that we found a bunch of plastic in the salad, and we're all good on this. And the chicken was fully pink, and it was scary.
Did you send that back?
Yeah, we did. And, well, we didn't even send it back. It didn't seem like there was much of an opportunity to. It's all good.
God.
And then there's all sorts of stuff. We got pappardelle. It came out. Tagliatelle. Oops, we're all out of pappardelle. You don't want to fuck with somebody who thinks they're getting a wide noodle and bring them a skinny noodle, because you do that in Italy, they'll chop the guillotine on you.
There's nothing like a fucking pappardelle noodle. Give me that in spades. Give me a boar ragu. Pappardelle.
Yeah, man.
Why do we need to go out to dinner so bad?
God, that's what's so lovely about New York City. You can go out to dinner over and over and over again and over again, man, and it never gets old. It never gets old.
We should ball out at one single dinner when you're in New York.
You want to spend $70 a fucking pop.
Speaking of sickness,
that'd be crazy.
If you were, don't you think it would be kind of amazing if you were like, you were given 10 days to live, okay? 10 days to live from a doctor. You're going to die in 10 days. And you get to just blow all of your fucking money. You get to just live that last 10 days to the fullest.
I feel like that's not that different than, I don't know how, you know what I mean?
What?
I'm going crazy in my day-to-day
life.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
What, would you rack up the credit cards and pass that responsibility on to your kin?
Yep.
Would you work out?
No,
hell
not.
Well, but what would you do if I told you that working out could actually make you feel better
about your circumstance?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I believe you. If you
Okay.
had 10 days to live in sickness and in health.
But then it's day 11 and you survive, okay, and then you have to fake your own death because
then
the
you kill yourself.
King's Guard is coming for you. What do you do? How do you fake your own death?
Tattoo.
What are you doing down there, man?
Who, me?
Yeah, it looks a little suspicious, man.
Scratching my belly. I'm scratching my
Okay.
belly. It's not what it looks like. I don't have a dick where my belly button is. As much as people say that about me, it's just an extreme outie. Extreme.
Yeah. It's inches long.
Yep. And centimeters wide.
And it
Yep.
smells like shit.
Unless you
That's
did it
Nate's
in
joke.
garlic.
That's Nate's joke that my dad hates.
Oh yeah, that is. I was like,
From Mr. Sim. Okay, but for real, you have to
Yeah.
fake your own death, and there's no jokes involved. There's no joking here. I want to know
it'd
what
be
you
tough
would
for
do.
me.
And would you go watch? And answer this question: would you go watch your funeral like Uncle Barry Finn and Tom Sawyer did?
They did that? I thought they just went on a river.
You know so much classic literature, Eric. It just
I'm fucking steeped in it, and it's not. I wish I could have done something else, but unfortunately, growing up, that's all my parents had me do was reading fucking Dickinson and all the rest.
Yep.
I mean, well, we're definitely going. Where are you going to post fake death? Where you can off the grid? Like, where's your destination? I feel like that's that's
London.
going to inform a lot.
Ottawa.
here. You're going to Canada? Just
Hell yeah. I'm hitting the provinces.
Yeah. No, I'm going to
That's
fucking
amazing.
Costa Rica.
Oh yeah.
Going to
I
Costa
go to
Rica.
Nicaragua, hit the surf. I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. Really, I feel like that's a family.
You got to get out of all the
Oh right, the territories.
territories. Yeah. Well, unfortunately.
something tells me I need to go to try to find a way to get to one of those islands where no outsider has
It's all
been
cannibals?
inside. You know,
You're talking about that one where that Christian missionary boy went one time.
Yes,
And they threw spears
I
at
forget what they're
him.
cthat
And then he went fucking back, and then they got him on the second
they
time.
got his ass.
That's funny.
That's
I didn't hear that.
insane.
That person,
Yeah,
I want
fully
that
joined.
belief in God. I want his belief, because he believes
So
in God
strong.
so much
Yeah.
that he's gonna go to a fucking island and risk his life. That is faith.
That is fucking service.
If you believe in Christianity, you're not praying hard enough. You're not believing hard enough, because
You're not doing all
that
that.
is the level that God needs from you, frankly, to get into heaven.
Crank it up. Crank
That
it up.
person is going to heaven.
Okay, but
for
Nate,
sure.
how
I
would
feel
you
like heaven
fucking
was
kill yourself?
created for that person.
How would you fake your death? And you seem to be avoiding the question in a way that raises high
Wait, what are you
suspicions for
saying?
me. How would you fake your own death?
I would probably have a mannequin and draw on it and put it in the casket, and it would be so obvious that
Wait, okay, so you just
No, 'cause
announced
you
on
have
Facebook
to-
that Nate, you have died, and then the
Yeah.
funeral is set up, and you draw with Sharpie on a mannequin.
yeah, it would be it would be most of it would be trying to, but yeah.
Wow.
No, let me tell you how it's done. Oh my God, who's this incredibly handsome man standing on the balcony of the Hilton Marriott, whatever, on Fifth Avenue? It's me, it's Jack. I'm gonna do it. I swear, I did it. Whatever, blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck anymore. I just am punk rock like that. I jump off this shit into the sewer. Oh my God, he died. It's interesting that he went straight into a sewer cap. I guess he's dead in the sewer now. It's all water down there anyways. Meanwhile, what's down there for me? A slide that I built so that all the momentum goes, and it sends me
shit.
all the way out to the Jersey Turnpike, where I have a plastic surgeon waiting for me in a limousine, in the back of a limousine. That's when they hit me with the fucking hair transplant around my eyes, all the way around, so that I have circular eyebrows. And they just do me up all crazy, and I just... And my family members, they all just get checks in the mail once a month for 70 G's each from somebody named Leon Excellent, who they have a feeling.
So clearly you.
They have a feeling. None of the checks work.
Pierre
I have no
Delecto.
money in my fucking account.
You're
But
posting
every
hella
month
on
they get-
social media as Leon Excellent, and it's everyone's like, dude, we know it's you in
man,
Ottawa,
we know, man.
It looks
fucking-
exactly like me, but I
Circular
my
eyebrows are
lips
so
are
infected.
tough. Yeah, my gums are just hella out. It's all I've done is raised my lip.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Eric, you gotta fake it till you make it.
What would I do? I would go on. I would get all of a sudden really into cross ocean travel, solo cross ocean travel.
There you go.
Okay, and I would get really into rowing, and I would build a little rowboat, pretend to set up a YouTube channel where I'm documenting my solo journey across the Atlantic in a fucking rowboat that has a little shelter on it so I can go to sleep. And I do that for about 4 or 5 days till I get to the deepest part of the Atlantic. Okay,
Mariana Trench.
Okay, which we all know about.
Well, that's where.
That's when I post a disturbing video to YouTube that says, I'm not feeling so good. You all know I get sick all the time. I'm feeling fucking sick as a dog out here. And I'd put little drops in my eyes and I'd make myself look very ill. And that's when I call up my boys, my special ops boys from wherever, Philippines,
Sweden,
Costa Rica. They come and swoop my ass. They shoot up the boat, and the boat goes down to the bottom of the trench.
They shoot up the boat?
Where nobody can go. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying, to dispose of the boat.
To dispose of the boat. Then I get on the
They find it, and it's got bullet holes all through it. What the fuck happened to him?
Yeah.
Well, he said he was really sick, but I guess it wasn't the sickness or a
Well,
storm or nothing. He just fucking drive by.
I want people to feel bad as fuck, and I want only rich as fuck people to be able to afford to go find me. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a billionaire that's willing to risk their and their son's life to go down to the bottom to
you know
find
what?
the wreckage. And then I'd go live my life as a football, soccer player in Costa Rica, the Tank. And
That's cool.
The Tank, that's what they called you?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because I'm a little thicker, man.
Oh.
And I fucking blast that ball.
Yeah.
I don't never get it in the goal, but I can kick it so far.
But you stay within like 10 feet of either side of the middle of the field.
Yeah,
you never
I'm
have
mid.
the cardio
They call
to
me
get.
mid. It's mid-wing, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Right, exactly. Mid-wing.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a
You
good
know
idea.
what I
to
keep
go
thinking
revenge.
about is
Family.
that post, that post fake death, that post wife that you have.
Oh yeah. Don't even get
You
me
have that-
started.
When you have that whole new fucking, you have a family, you know, that's when I'm like kind of iffy about whether I want to have kids and that sort of stuff. But post, if I fake my death and I'm in another, it's fucking,
Yeah.
I want a kids.
What do you
right
mean? You're gonna
fucking
lock
now,
the-
dude.
you're
I
gonna
want a
get
whole
all the-
family. I want to
so
be
you-
a stepdad.
You're going to
Like,
fake
I'm
your
taking-
death so that you can have more responsibilities and like shit like
Yeah,
that.
because that's the type of person I am, man.
Nate, what would you do though? You have the family set up. Everybody's mourned you. Nobody's looking for you. But one of the producers
No one's looking
on the,
for me, Eric.
one of the
Nobody's-
producers on the Bear doesn't know that you've died, and they sent out an offer for about 3 lines on season 9 of the Bear. Would you throw away your new family and come back to the States to?
Of course,
And it's-
of course, I would ditch
it's-
them in a second. Are
you get to
fucking
do a
kidding me?
scene-
3 lines on season 9. Yeah, we're going in. We're going in. Yeah, I'm taking that shit. I'm about the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. You got to get that
I gotta get the bag.
Dude.
fat bag.
Nate, I could see you being 57 years old. You are playing the driver in a scene of season 9 of The Bear and starring Lil Nas X's son, and you get to share some screen time with that person, and your eyes are in it technically. You're one of the last people still on Instagram.
Yeah.
They're about to shut down the
Sounds
servers.
Yeah. God. You know
That's
what our
got one.
suite are watching those like the last server parties on games that are being deprecated. Like, did you show me one, Jack, of like Halo 3
Yeah.
or something? And people are like, or there's
It's
another.
happening.
Yeah, it's happening. It's the end.
Well, because they'll go
man.
crazy with it. They'll let you like break the rules of the game for that last game.
That is sweet. That is.
Let me tell you something fucked up. Speaking of
What?
health and sickness, the first time I had coronavirus 19 during Christmas 2020, I suppose, and I slept on my couch for I think 10 days straight, and I didn't watch one TV show. Have I said this already on the podcast?
Nah, I've never heard
I
this.
don't think so.
Oh, I didn't watch. This is 2 weeks on the couch. I never slept in my bed. I didn't really move. No TV, not one movie.
What the hell?
Maybe some YouTube videos, but I every day played Halo 5, and it got me through it. And I have a video of myself getting really high when I had COVID, and it didn't feel good, by the way. Do not get high on weed when you are sick. It makes it feel worse.
Nah.
You feel it so much worse.
Yeah, I've been there.
But it did make me pretty good. I filmed myself playing for a while and on my phone, and it did make me pretty good at the game. I don't know what that is about. Maybe your senses are heightened because you know you're vulnerable when you're sick.
Oh, for sure. When you're sick, your body's like, we need to really like pay attention a little bit more.
Yeah, if a murderer comes in and you're sick,
They're not fucking.
You don't even need a gun.
Man, when you're
Can
sick,
you believe that?
and you know that certain amount of sweat that gets it's not like you're actually sweating, but you're just like damp. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
It's the worst.
How about when you're not sick and you wake up and you're not sweating anywhere except for your calves, and all of a sudden you rub your heels together like two little crickets and it's all fucking oily, and it's like, what the hell?
What the hell?
There comes my once a year calf sweat.
Have you? I wonder what the hell that is, Jack.
I couldn't tell you, but my heels hurt, man. I need somebody to help me. Why do my heels keep getting injured in a crazy, bizarre way?
Do you have Does it hurt when you walk and bend over?
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes, yeah. It's like well.
I don't know what the answer is, but
I don't
I
know,
wanted
man.
to know that.
I need PT now.
How often are you guys washing your jeans?
Well, once a month. Toss them in the wash.
0. That's the whole point of jeans, is to get them as dirty as possible.
Aren't you supposed to not wash them ever? Because that's
I don't even have blue jeans right now, okay?
You know
Much to
something?
you guys' surprise, I don't have blue jeans. I only have black jeans.
You betrayed your class. That's what that is. Oh, you're a bike messenger type.
Yeah.
Black jeans are so sexy. Ooh.
Oh, there's nothing like a black jean.
I see somebody wearing a black jeans. I just want to go introduce.
That's
me
kind of
to
my
them.
main pant right now. It's Carhartt Work in Progress black jeans. And and guess where I bought them, guys?
Where?
London
Texas.
town. London town.
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we need to go to London. It's enough.
Oh, get me out there now.
We can't keep toying around playing with it. Most of our listeners are in London.
That's right.
Could you get away with doing a London accent if you were out there? Like, do you think you would be immediately identified as American?
Well, I would say
try it. Nate. I know we've tried it on the podcast before, but
yeah,
try
but
it.
I've gotten a lot better since the last time.
Try
I know
it
a lot
now.
of people have been giving me some feedback.
Try
on
it. Gun to your fucking head. If you are detected as American, it's fucking brain slushy time.
And you want 2 beignets
Yeah.
and a cinnamon roll now.
Yeah.
2 beignets. Hello there. Can I have a immediately?
All right, Jack. Fucking you.
All right.
You need to get some petrol in your fucking lorry now.
All right. Oi, tosser. Oi, tosser. Ah, well. I'd give up. I would, yeah. Oi, tosser.
Yeah.
Let me slick some of that now. Put that in the syringe.
Oh shit.
Oi, tosser. Let me try some of that now.
Absolutely clinical. This has been a clinical session at the gas station again. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, good
That's
work
good.
out here. Do they pump it for you out in London? Do they have gas? Do they have cars in
No,
London?
they don't. They
It's
don't.
petrol, dude. It's petrol.
What
Yeah,
the fuck
petrol.
is petrol, man? Because that's petroleum, and that
Petroleum.
sounds like what Iran and many other countries are using to try and
Petrol
kill
is
the world.
sludgy. They put sludgy. They can barely get it. They have to push it into their gas
They
tank.
gotta suck it. Ow, my tooth hurts.
It looks like cheese curds.
that's me in the box.
Yeah. That's one of Eric's classic death videos that he
Why
likes
is
to
it-
watch.
It's easier to do a British child.
Yeah,
than is an
why is
adult.
that? Maybe.
I've got my trousers on.
What's happening tonight? You guys gonna play Fortnite tonight, man? Hello?
You guys gonna play
Hello?
fucking Fortnite?
Can you help me?
Mate, yeah, proper man.
Can I get some licorice?
Can you guys do that? Well,
Yeah. Now, that's right. We just did. So
There's just
why
a
does it seem
far
like British
drop in
kids?
listenership right now, patrons?
There's a
I don't
major
think we
drop
can drop much
there.
more. Can I tell you what?
Yeah.
I would say I feel like this is still kind of. Ow, my nuts! Sorry, I just sat on something all twisted. But Do you think that this is kind of the beta version, essentially, of Joy Tactics? If you're rocking with us right now, you are rocking with us because once we get in person and we get the Logan Paul studio, in which we're really living in a house together and whatnot, robbing big Fantasy Factory style, that's the real launch. This is over. You know, if you got in on the ground floor,
good for you.
There will be rewards, massive rewards for people that are signing up for the Patreon right now. It's almost like an NFT, you know what I'm saying, where you have ownership of the podcast, except you don't actually, or you aren't going to get paid anything, but we give you kind of a non-monetary ownership of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Which is better to some. That's better than
look
money
at what that guy
priceless.
did. What did John do? Whatever his name is, David Cho.
What did
Yes.
he do?
When he said, this guy said, "Let me get a painting from you. I'll pay you $60,000 or something."
And then he said, "Give me
he
stock."
said, "No thanks. Let me get
Oh
stock."
yes,
in
right, and that's how he
Facebook."
became rich.
And that's how you become rich.
That was fucking awesome. I mean,
Look,
here's what is the benefit for now. They're getting us uncensored. All our crazy political views are out on display right now. As we grow and as we begin to interview mostly congressmen, senators, local officials,
which
and
I've been doing. Which
prisoner
by
of
the way,
war.
I've been doing for the last 3 years.
well, what they don't know
professionally.
is we're about to take over Pod Save America,
Right.
and I don't know
That's
if
gonna
I was
be the
supposed to leak
pivot.
that shit.
I know.
We
Well,
always
Oh
leave the
my
characters
God!
to
Can we
that
talk
road.
about politics for a second? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
hopefully,
I love that.
dude. I
It's
mean,
the back half of
yes.
this. Look, the RNC was a mess. The fact that we're even talking about Vivek Ramaswamy
Yeah.
at this stage in the game is ridiculous. The fact that Trump is going on Fox, I don't know if that. What do you guys think? Was that the play? Was that the play?
Well, the
Not going on
Republicans
Fox,
are-
going on Tucker. Going on Tucker.
The Republicans are scrambling right now because they have no strategy in place. What's interesting about the left is that they are being
Faster.
God.
Can I say
I'm fucking
that
sick
every,
of this. I don't want
one
this.
of these.
Go ahead.
Every time there's a fucking new Republican challenger that comes out of the woodwork, and it's this new shiny face, and they're gonna, they have that kind of newness to them. Oh, maybe this could be the next Republican candidate,
Yeah.
And it was Robert F. Kennedy. Is he a Republican?
RFK. He's
No, he's the
something-
dead.
No, he's like
basically
Democrat.
anyways. Anytime there's a new person that comes out on the Republican side, they always say one thing where I'm like, damn, I kind of fuck with that. But most of the shit they say, I'm like, yeah, I don't like you. But they'll say it because Vivek was like, I want to fucking take out the FBI. I was like, all right. Like, I kind of mess with that, like.
Have you guys seen?
So some
fucking
of these
Michael
Republicans,
Clayton?
they have a good idea, and I'm willing to say that because it's more complex than left or right or wrong.
Have you seen Michael Clayton? Have you guys seen Michael Clayton?
From
No.
school.
Starring George Clooney.
No.
Well, it's a political thriller. All I want to say is that the CIA, I think, is in that one. And they kill a political figure in the most chilling way I've ever seen in my life. And this is just adding to the, I want to take out the FBI,
How?
CIA as well.
They hired their own son.
They walk in with fucking nylon leggings over their heads so the guy can't see him. They tase him in the neck, tase him in the jugular so he's immediately incapacitated. Then they sedate him with like an inhaler thing in his mouth immediately. So he's tased, then sedated. Then they get him on the ground. He's like fully gone, and they take his shoes off, take his socks off. They're doing this with surgical precision in the movie. They take the fucking needle and they put the poison into his blood
Foot?
to make into his toe, in between his toes, to make him have a heart attack and make it look like a natural death.
What the fuck?
Now, then they put the shoes on, and then they say, "We're good, we got him," and he just looks like he died of a natural cause. How many people have they been doing this to? Okay, I saw that movie and I had been trusting my government up until this point, and I thought, you're saying political government officials are taking out political operatives?
Russia? It happens and doesn't just happen
Well,
in Russia. man.
they're just poisoning him with fucking the most poisonous mushrooms they can find. They don't give a fuck. He died from eating the most poisonous mushroom on the planet.
What are you talking about?
I say, I've been saying in Russia they don't care.
There's a
If
plan.
it
Yeah,
lives
that's
late.
like a part of their political structure is like poisoning. Like it's like written
Yeah,
into
that's
their
true.
constitution.
The poison didn't work on that last dude, Andre, whatever.
Oh yeah, they can't get Andre. Wait, did you all see that woman that she claimed to have accidentally poisoned her entire family with
Oh, no.
with mushrooms.
No.
And she and her children just magically didn't eat the. that dish. She poisoned these people to death with mushrooms.
What country was this?
America.
No.
America.
Why?
I don't know if we'll ever know.
Can mushrooms get you like that? Good God.
But they're interviewing her, and she's like, I didn't know that. Yeah, you knew.
I didn't know. I just all I know is that I'm gonna watch after their Lamborghinis with all I can. It's so sad, and their property and their beachfront property will live on in their honor. Craziest interview of all time. I don't know the mushrooms.
Oh, that's good.
I made.
Yeah, well. I think it was lasagna, maybe a stew.
Why did I know that?
Man.
So wait a minute. Here's the thing about murdering politicians. If you want to say that you, oh man, if you're running on the political platform of get rid of the FBI, I hope that the clothes you wear are made out of lead and bulletproof lead at that, because you are going to have every building in the world collapsing in your direction at once, Vivek. And that's not, I'm not saying that, I'm not with the FBI.
Is that a threat?
It's a warning, not from me. It's not a threat. You know what I'm saying? It's like when somebody's walking into a dangerous woods and you're standing outside the woods and you say, like, "Be careful, bro."
Mm-hmm.
Is that a threat?
Right.
No.
Good God.
Probably
and
not.
what I want to warn Vivek, all these people that are coming for the FBI, you don't have to worry about the heads of these departments. You don't have to worry about the people that you can see and that are being interviewed, whatever.
Pompeo.
You have to worry about secret sects within these there's secret governmental departments that we don't even fucking know about.
Yep,
That's who
sex.
you have to be afraid of, okay? You can't see them because they work in the shadows, and that's how they want it. They want to be under the cover of night when they take you out, and they fucking will. So expect the unexpected. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want to go step on a spider? Well, guess what? You didn't realize that the spider was actually just the back of a giant poisonous turtle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, yes, I do.
Mm.
Yeah. God damn it.
Man, if I ever just to let you know, if I'm running for president, I am praising the CIA, because that's how you get fucking killed. CIA, what's up? Like,
Yo, the Department of
Yeah.
Defense. You guys are
Yeah.
so cool. Let's make the
gonna-
Pentagon an
nobody-
octagon.
And to
Nobody's
the FBI,
really, like,
why are you guys looking so
saying-
sexy today? Why are you guys look all? What kind of perfume y'all wearing today? Because you
I'm
smell
gonna
fucking
be throwing
good.
parties for them, man.
Y'all
Like,
want some
it's gonna
bullets?
be-
What else y'all want? You want
Yeah.
some information and bullets, right?
Anything
I
you guys
knew it.
want.
Why didn't you just say
Let
that,
me
man?
suck
What do
on you
want?
for a second. Let me go down on you.
Let me suck on the whole Pentagon building itself with a giant crazy device. You guys are so cool. Hey man, there's a hole in the middle of the Pentagon. Why don't we fill that shit with green jelly?
And you guys can have a
And you-
taste.
We fill that shit with mint jelly, free lamb skewers for everybody in the Department of Defense for the rest of time. Correct.
Go dip that shit in there. And
Go
take a
dip
bite.
it. Mm.
Everybody
Give it
is
up.
just so down on the CIA, man. What if we just showed them love for a second?
Well,
You know,
dude. I mean,
The Center for
I mean, it's like
Intelligence.
this is the answer. This is the answer. Just giving them a little bit more love and more funding to do what they just let them cook. You know,
And
let them
they've
do.
pointed. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The CIA has pointed assault rifles at my mother and myself, and it's one of the best honors of my life.
and that's where I say, yeah, y'all were trespassing.
We literally didn't even get to the edge of the property. We got off at the wrong exit on the highway
Good God.
and tried to just turn around instead of going through the security checkpoint, and you are not even allowed to do that.
What would have
they'll chase
happened
you
though if
down.
you guys got out of the car, sprinted towards them with your arms outstretched?
I
to
don't
try to
know,
give them
man.
a
Who's
hug,
to say?
To try
Who's
to
to
give
say?
them a
Give 'em
hug.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess they would have dropped the guns and went, "Yo, good to see you, dude. Yeah, I didn't realize y'all were like golden retrievers like that energy. Y'all got hella golden retriever energy." Then we would have taken the guns.
Well,
mow down
people
whole
forget
CIA.
we want to dehumanize these people, but who's behind that gun? Who's behind that title?
Human
Who's
eyes.
behind that?
Oh my God.
facility in there? Human beings.
Human
with
eyes,
flaws?
human eyes.
Oh.
Humanize,
Real eyes,
humanize.
human eyes.
Oh.
Realize.
Real eyes realize
shit.
that humanizing human eyes is real life.
Yo, dick.
Dungeons and Dragons and
Damn.
Dungeons and
You almost hit the
Dragons
cipher.
I just did, huh? I don't
Well,
like that that's on the internet. All right. Should we say what gave us joy, or should we say one more crazy riff about the government?
I think
I
the
just
people
want
need.
to-
People are
yeah.
demanding. What do you guys think right now? Everyone's playing Baldur's Gate in London right now.
Right.
What do you? Who's listening? What do you guys think? Should we go on one more crazy riff? This is like the encore. This is the podcast encore. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's ever done that. We're about to. All right, see you guys, and then no, I can't. People need that extra 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to keep them going.
Yeah. And don't you reckon that the
want this at
encore?
end, do you?
And it should be a hit. It should be like the classics. Like, we come to Joy Tactics for this shit. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
They're going to talk about Chipotle.
Why? Yeah, we don't have a
Alright,
best
let's
of.
fucking
We
go.
can't.
Let's hit
We should
Chipotle
have like
right
riffs
now.
that we keep on coming back to. You know.
All right. Literally, the other day, I was in Chipotle, y'all. And I was in there for about an hour and a half doing some work, eating a delicious burrito. Woo.
And who's there? I don't even remember this. What is this? Is this a
Bella
best of?
Hadid,
What?
Gigi Hadid.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's paint a scenario. You're in line at Chipotle. Somebody gets up in your ear and goes like this. Ah, you don't know how I am. You turn around, it's fucking Nelly Furtado.
Oh my
What the
God.
hell? Why was she whispering so close to my ear singing? She goes, excuse me, I don't know how to put this, so I'll just put it plainly. I saw the back of your head and it inspired a song.
Mhm.
All right, what do you do? Is that what the situation was?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that was pretty
well,
good
then you
memory.
mentioned that one of the Hadids, the Hadid mom, had a wardrobe malfunction, and you fucking hooked it up. You helped her out and made it not embarrassing for her. And then she
What
said,
was this?
"That's wrapping
It's
towels
spinning,
around her.
yeah.
Wrapping towels all around, not looking, closing your eyes." And that's when she was like, "I think my daughters might actually love the fuck out of you. Frankly, why don't you come to our palace in Dubai?" Where are they from?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're from Europe or something.
That's even more hotter.
Even more northern. So those are the
What-
hits, man. Whew, glad we did it, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. What gave us joy? All right.
Okay.
Well, I could say what gave me joy. Ladies
Surfing.
and gentlemen, what?
You went surfing?
Yeah, I'll say that. Went surfing for the first time. Nipples hurt pretty bad. It's interesting. You go up into the waves and you're all tired, and you get out there and you think, I better not catch a wave anytime soon because I'm so tired from paddling out that if something bad happens, I don't have any energy left and I'm just going to die. So, yeah, surfing's cool. I thought it'd be easy. It's not. It's fucking hard. Shout out to everybody in the world who surfs.
Mad respect for you for trying that. I know you were.
And as I wasn't scared
Terrified.
of sharks for a second. I didn't even think about it. I don't think people should be afraid of sharks. All right, go
Hell
ahead.
no. You respect if you give a shark a fucking pat on the head, a hug.
Oh, I'll dap them up. It's the first thing I do when I get in the
Yeah.
water. Is I find the nearest fish and then I go, and then
What's up,
I
buddy?
know that I'm taken care of because they'll
Yeah.
advocate for me.
The fish homies.
Yeah. All right, Eric. What gave your immunocompromised ass joy?
Not
this week?
much was hitting this week. What? God damn it. What was hitting? I don't even. I've just been engrossed in kind of fantasy
How about the
for
music
children.
video?
Oh, that was so fun. Jack and I directed a music video that should be coming out actually, quite frankly, this next week. It's coming out immediately.
Really? That fast of a turnaround?
Yeah. So and
Okay.
we haven't seen it, but we had a blast making it. So shout out to everybody who we worked with on Wednesday. I hope I didn't get you sick. So
Shout out and
Shout out.
prayers.
yeah.
Nate, what
Nate.
twisted your
Let's
little
see here.
got you butterflies all up in your tummy this week?
Well, I want to say Zelda, but I said that I think last week, so I can't. But that's been continuing
Legally.
to give me joy because that game rocks. And but what else? Well, you know what? I put up some new stuff and some new material.
Oh,
That was fun. Just putting out a bunch. I just put out did Funny Games, this show that is hosted by some friends in LA. It's Wednesdays at 7 or 8:30 or something like that.
Joe
But it's an
Scott,
open
Kenneth
mic you can
Connor.
do. It's a great, if you're looking to try stand up or curious about that, it's a great supportive open mic, and put out some new material, all new stuff. Didn't even try to win the audience over. I was like, this is just all brand new stuff.
And you crushed.
And it was very fun to do.
Everybody.
Even though I a bunch of stuff bombed, but that's a part of the process.
And so, wait, Nate,
yeah.
you also have a show on September 11th at the Elysian at that same theater.
And thank you, Eric. I have a show at September 11th at the Elysian at 7:30 p.m. with the craziest special guest ever. The show will sell out. Get your tickets right now. The show notes, link in the. And we have. Oh, we should fucking put this at the fucking beginning. We got a show at the Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles, September 14th at 10:30 p.m. with crazy ass special guests as well. Get your tickets now.
And we also have a show in New York at the Bell House on the 25th of September. Link to come. We'll be putting that out this week.
Yeah,
so
I don't think the link's available, but just
yeah.
put that in your calendar. If you're in New York, September 25th, if you got a birthday or anniversary, that's not happening that night. You're seeing
you're
fucking
coming
Joy
out.
Tactics live at the Bell House.
And celebrate it with us.
September 14th on LA at the Dynasty Typewriter at 10:30 p.m. September 11th at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to be at Los Angeles.
Should we do something where they could call in and win tickets if they answer something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We should
prepared
get
and come
one.
vulnerable.
One sort of. We need to have some sort of contest, dude.
And let us know what merch you think we should make. Should we have the dead snakes? Should we have
lighters?
Lighters? Should we have
Syringes.
iPhone cases? Should we have? Oh, I wanted to sell some Jewish shoes, but I'll talk about it later.
Jewish shoes.
Yeah, you'll get it later.
That would be awesome.
Swag.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the merch game a little bit different. We should have perishable food.
We should have extremely bread.
That's a good idea for
2-month-old
money because that
bread.
bread will be so cheap to get when you get it used.
Joy Tactics bread, and we have like a stamp that's like grill, like a grill.
Ow! I keep sitting on my nuts. Joy Tactics bread. Hey man, we hope everybody out there is healthy. This is the health episode. We hope that you're healthy. If you're not healthy, we know that a setback in health is setting you up to be more healthy when you come back.
And please keep me in your fucking prayers. Something is not right with.
If you pray and if you curse, keep him out of your curses.
Yeah, do not curse me. All right, everybody. Have a good week.
Peace.
Peace out.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.